everyone. I've had so many different requests to go over the way I do my foundation. So I wanted to jump into that today so that way you guys can get a few more tips on how I actually work with my foundation on a daily basis. So here we go. The most forgotten about tip when using makeup or skincare. So step number one, prime your skin. It's so important and so many people just don't do it. It's going to help with so many different things that people just don't even realize. So if you have a good one, it's going to help shrink your pore size. It will help eliminate the fine lines and wrinkles that will show up with makeup application. And it's really going to help any of the products that you use after you prime your skin to adhere better to your skin. They're gonna stay longer and they're not gonna sink into your pores as much as they would if you weren't using a primer. The primer that I like to use is by LimeLife. It is the First Base Makeup Primer. It's awesome and it's a spray. So literally all you do, it takes 30 seconds, just shake the bottle and then prep and prime your skin by spraying it in either a circle or you can do it in an X. But that's how I prep and prime my skin. It takes 30 seconds, even less, and it's actually a wonderful product because it's gonna help shrink your pore size and diminish the lines of fine lines and wrinkles. The makeup that I use is by LimeLife. It's an awesome wax-based botanical foundation. It has no parabens, no SLS, no phthalates. It's all organic products and it's awesome and it's wax-based. It's not gonna clog your pores. It's non-comedogenic, which is super important in choosing any sort of foundation because you don't want it to clog your pores. This is the foundation. It is wax-based and it's so different when you're applying your makeup, but this is how I do it. So you take your finger and you just start to warm up any of the foundation that's in the palette. And again, this is gonna last you so much longer than any other foundation out there on the market. This is over 7 months of use. The reason being is that it has 50% more pigmentation in it than any other makeup out on the market. So you're gonna get less makeup and less product on your face, but more wear out of the foundation. After warming up your makeup, what you're gonna do is you can literally just start to paint it onto your skin. It's so easy and so light, and it literally feels so silky when you're doing it. So when you are putting it on, you need less foundation than you normally would using any other product because it is so much more pigmented than any other makeup out there on the market. Once your makeup's on your face, I have chosen to use this big buffer brush. It's also by LimeLife. It has vegan bristles and a weighted handle, but you could use any sort of brush that you feel comfortable with in applying your makeup. So what I do is I just start to buff it into my skin. It literally feels like silk when you're doing it, and it's awesome. I love the way it feels. And on top of it too, it takes so much less product than you normally would with any other foundation. And you get so much more wear out of it. And it's a professional makeup line. So this is why I like to wear it. Because it has more pigmentation in it, you're also gonna get more coverage out of less foundation. And you're done. I will then go through and highlight and contour. It's super simple and very fast and easy. But what I do is I actually take the one shade lighter than what I am with LimeLife foundation. And I will go ahead and use that underneath my eyes, down my nose, on my chin, and up into my forehead. So here we go. Done with my highlight, I go through and I contour. I'm not a huge fan of a huge contour. So what I do is I use a fan brush. I go through with a really light bronzer and I give those areas some extra love where the sun might hit my face a little bit more. Here we go. After doing any highlight or contour, I'll go through and I'll actually use my blush. I love using blush more on like the apples of the cheeks and then blending it out a little bit. I do use an angled brush, and the reason why is because I don't really like it when it just stays in one area. So what I do is I apply it to the apples of the cheeks and then I slowly blend it out. So that's my technique. Always use an angled brush. It works better and it's gonna look a lot cleaner. My blush and my bronzer, I'll go back through and I'll highlight. Highlighting is absolutely awesome, and I feel like so many people either don't use it or they overutilize it. So you don't want to use too much and you don't want to use too little, but what I like to do is I like to go over where I put my blush, and then I will also use a liquid highlighter right underneath my eyes and on the inside creases of my eyes. So let me show you. Step that I like to use is any sort of translucent powder. It's going to help set your makeup. It's going to keep your makeup in place all day. And on top of it too, I like to call it the Instagram filter. And I mean, come on, who doesn't want to look good in a picture? But what it's going to do is going to actually help with any sort of that flash that you get from the camera, and you're not going to look super white in any sort of picture. So I like to use any sort of translucent setting powder, and it's an awesome product, and you should get your hands on one. My little tricks that I like to use when applying my foundation by LimeLife by Alcone. If you guys have any questions, please do let me know. You can always leave them in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Bye, guys.